Get ready with me today for work as I create this look. So I'd love to hear your thoughts. Let me know what you think.
Today, I'm beginning this makeup look using the Embryolisse Light Cream Concentrate. This is a gorgeous primer and it doesn't leave any residue, but it really does hydrate the skin, and it's a great way to start the base for the foundation. Now, the foundation of choice today, I'm going to go in with the L'Oreal True Match. Now, this is a gorgeous blendable foundation and it can be put on lightly or heavily. You can build it up. So the shade that I have got, it has a warm undertone and it's the 4D 4W. I'll make sure I pop that into the description. I'm just using one of the BK Beauty brushes. This is one of their foundation brushes and it is in the number 107. I'm loving these brushes. They are soft, they're gorgeous. I love the handles. I just love everything about them. They've been really nice brushes. I use them both personally and professionally. So I'm making sure that I buff this right into my skin, underneath my eyes, and all the way down my neck and chin area there as well, ensuring to get my ears. So just making sure we have enough. I'm going to grab another small amount and just cover my cheeks there as well. Today I'm heading off to a job. I have a job for a magazine, so I have two clients this morning. So I'm really just doing my makeup ready for work. Now I've tried a couple of these minis. These are from the Kmart brand. This is Ox, and this is the bronze stick. As you can see, it's quite a tan shade for me, not as deep as I usually use. But what I'm thinking is it will give that really nice warm glow and a bit of a sun-kissed look. So I'm using the same foundation brush and just really blending that into the skin. And you'll see that it just adds that hint of color. It's not a huge amount of contour, like it doesn't really contour the face like overly well because of the shade, but it actually does give you that warmth and it really is framing my face. So just really blending that into the foundation. It blends really well and very easy to use. I'll just make sure I do down my nose. It is a rather large brush for this. Just placing it down the nose. Now, before I get into the eyes, I'm going to use the e.l.f. Cosmetics. This is their Instant Lift Waterproof Brow Pencil. Now, I'm really loving this because it does have that spoolie wand on one end and then the pencil on the other. And the pencil is actually nice and pointed, which I love as well because it helps to create those fine brush-like strokes to really make it look like hair. It's quite dark, but it is actually quite a nice shade. I'm using quite a dark eyeshadow, so this will work perfect. I always like to comb through the color at the end with the spoolie wand and just brush that through and just make sure the brows are done. Now, I haven't used this product. This is the e.l.f. Cosmetics. This one is I'm not sure what shade it is. I'll have to find that out. I'll pop it in the description. But it's one of their bite-sized eyeshadows. So it's really natural tones. Now, I actually thought this first shade was going to be a lot darker. So instead of placing it just in the outer crease, I've used it as a sort of a setting powder for the entire eyelid. Now I'm going to jump into this dark shade. Starting off with a more detailed brush, I've placed it into the outer corner and I'm just going to work that up into the crease. But what I have found as I'm using this brush, I find I do need a larger brush. So I am going to swap this out in a minute and grab slightly fluffier blending brush just to really work that into the crease. See how it blends just that little bit easier. And then I'm blending it up onto that brow bone. So a darker shade than what I was intending, but this is definitely really pretty. I quite like it. And same on the other side. Once again, placing the color into that outer corner first, and then just blending it up and out on that brow bone. And I'm making sure if I pick up extra color, I always place it straight into the outer corner. Make sure the bulk of that color goes into that outer corner, and then the residual, you're just running through the crease towards the inner eye and just blending it out. Here we are, just placing some more of that color into that crease and then just buffing it up and out over that brow bone to just really create some lift. Same on the other side, placing it into that inner corner, or the outer corner, sorry, and then buffing it out over the brow bone. I've got a small or more detailed brush here and I'm using that same color and I'm running it underneath my lash line. I do love doing this. I feel it does make the eye look a lot bigger. I'm also placing it just along the lash line to make it look a little bit like eyeliner, just to really redefine that color. Taking the shimmer shade here, this is quite a golden bronzy shade, and I'm using a flat brush and I'm just placing it on the ball of the eye and I'm sort of sticking to that outer sort of quarter, if you wish, just as we started that dark shade, but not too far on the inner corner. So just pressing it in with a flat brush. And what I will do is take the more lighter shade of shimmer and place that right in the inner corner and meet that other shimmer. So we should have 2 tones of shimmer there, but it really helps those eyes pop. I'm using the Rumi Cosmetics. This is their waterproof eyeliner, and it's in a gorgeous chocolate shade. I really like this shade. It's very easy to use, very creamy. I pop it into the tight line, so that's up the top, and then I also run it along the lash line, and I do pull out a small baby wing. Here's into the tight line. It is a bit strange. I do like putting it on the tight line. It helps to add weight to the eyeline without taking over the eyeshadow color. And just using my finger to drag out that little baby wing there. So this is the Rumi Cosmetics as well. This is their mascara. This is a beautiful mascara. I find it lasts really well. It helps to lengthen the lashes and also add volume. So I've been really happy using this, and I would recommend it. It's really nice. So just the black. And off camera, I did do another little coat and a small amount under the eyes. Now, I've decided to use 2 of the Vivid Luxe cream blushes by Youngblood. The first one, this is Bellini, and it's quite a peachy shade. The second one is called Creme Brulee, so a little bit more nude. And then what I'm doing is just using one of the brushes from BK Beauty, and I'm just blending it in. I'm trying not to move it around. I'm actually just pushing it, because exactly where I placed it was where I want those colors to stay, but it gives that really nice graduation of color from a light to dark, and I really feel it helps to lift up the face. Placing a little bit over the nose there for that sun-kissed look. This is Salil by Youngblood. It's a gorgeous bronzer. So I'm just going over that contour that we used. This is a little bit darker, just to really shape and carve out the face, get some shape going, heighten those cheekbones, and also get rid of the jowls on the jawline as well. And just brushing that in. This is the medium rice setting powder by Youngblood, and I'm just setting all these areas that are a little bit dewy, a little bit oily, and just really carving that out. Now, I've gone in with one of the MAC lip pencils. It's called Whirl, so it's a nice sort of brown shade, more to give my lips a bit of contour and shape rather than the color. So I'm going to get a little brush and just really go in with the brush and just sort of blur those edges. Now, the first color that I'm using on the lips is Creme Brulee. Now, instantly I found that this is too light, like I've made it just way too pale. So I've gone back in with the brush. This hasn't worked. So I'm going back in with the pencil to just sort of get that line back and darken it up. Now I've decided that that's still not quite what I was after. I didn't want it to be so washed out. I did want a bit of color. So I've gone in with Bellini, which is the brighter blush that I use, and placed that over the top. And I'm pretty happy with that, but I think I should have left it a little bit darker. That's my opinion. Using the Fix Spray, this is by Amora Beauty, and I'm just spraying my makeup to ensure that it lasts all day. This is the final look, and this is after about 4 hours wearing the makeup, so it's lasted really well. Just showing you my outfit for the day and how I looked going off to work. Hope you enjoy this video.